Pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. We have a new lady at the helm today, Barb. Any unfinished business or correspondence? You have none. Thank you for that. We're looking for a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting dated May 10th, 2022 as presented.
So moved.
Second. You. Call for vote, please, Barb.
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
Yes.
Mr.
Yes. Looking for a motion to approve invoices in the amount of $883,781.89 for the period May 11th through May 24th, 2022.
So second.
Thank you. Call for a vote on that, please.
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
Yes.
Mr.
Yes. Looking for a motion that the actual gross payroll in the amount of $265,600.31 payment for the period April 24th through May 7th, 2022.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Call for a vote on that, please, Barb.
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
Yes.
Mr. Sargent?
Yes. We're looking for a motion to adopt resolution 2022-09 authorizing the submission of an application for funding to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania for a redevelopment assistance capital program grant in the amount of $500,000 for the Stello plant expansion project.
So
Thank you. Jamie, anything you'd like to share on this?
Sure. The governor has authorized, fellow foods now, they released the funds for $500,000 for them to submit a formal application to obtain those funds. So the resolution, that you're passing and the agreement allows the county to be the pass-through. And when they do obtain those funds, we are authorizing them to.
Okay.
It's been about 2.5 years, more than this, they finally got what they needed to do it, and so we're ready to apply and hopefully get the money for them.
Thank you. Call for a vote on that, please, Barb.
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
yes.
Mr. Sargent?
Yes.
Looking for a motion to enter into an agreement with Susquehanna Accounting and Consulting Solutions Incorporated to provide non-attest accounting and consulting services to Jefferson County and the Children and Youth Services Department under the direct supervision, review, and approval of county management.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Call for a vote on that, please.
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
Yes.
Mr. Sargent?
Yes.
We're looking for a motion to accept the resignation of Victoria Reed from the Jefferson County Hotel Tax Committee.
So moved.
Second. Thank you. And call for a vote on that, please, Barb.
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
Yes.
Mr. Sargent?
Yes.
We're looking for a motion to adopt resolution number 2022-10 approving the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation's policy and procedures for consultant selection guidelines.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Ben, could you give us some?
So this is, these guidelines are a procedure through PennDOT that the county has to approve for, continue to move forward, JC8 Bridge, the JC8 Bridge, which is the Kramer Road over Big Run in McCown Township. This will be a PennDOT reimbursement for this project, and so in order to get the design and engineering services moving forward, the county has to approve these policies that are guided by PennDOT.
Okay, thanks, Ben. And could we call for a vote on that, please, Barb?
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
Yes.
Mr. Sargent?
Yes.
We are looking for a motion to approve the following project as submitted by the Hotel Tax Committee. Cold Spring Power Museum, which is used for advertising, of $2,000.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Call for a vote on that, please, Barb.
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
Yes.
Mr. Sargent?
Yes.
Looking for a motion to ratify the collective bargaining agreement between AFSCME and Jefferson County for Children and Youth Services for the period January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2024.
So moved. Second.
Call for a vote on that, please.
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
Yes.
Mr. Sargent?
Yes.
We're looking for a motion to enter into an agreement with Avanco International Incorporated on behalf of Children and Youth Services to provide services for this CAP system at an annual fee of $26,862.22.
So moved.
Second. Thank you. Call for vote on that, please.
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
Yes.
Mr. Sargent?
Yes.
We are looking for a motion to enter into a one-year agreement with Avanco International Incorporated for a maintenance agreement with the Child Accounting and Profile System in Children and Youth Services in the amount of $1,544.87.
So moved. Second.
You call for a vote on that, please, Barb.
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
Yes.
Mr. Sargent?
Yes.
We're looking for a motion to award the JC 21 Bridge repair project to CH&D Enterprises Incorporated at a total bid price of $475,483.70. This award is contingent upon the contractor fulfilling all contract requirements.
So
Second. Thank you. Ben, a little highlight on that, please.
Yes, this is the bridge over on Hunting Creek in Sportsburg. It's Greasock Road. So this project, if approved this morning, will be under construction after all the contractor paperwork's in place, and will be a project for the summer.
Okay, thank you. Call for a vote on that, please, Barb.
Mr. Bowlers?
Yes.
Mr. North?
Yes.
Mr. Sargent?
Yes.
Under announcements, all county offices will be closed on Monday, May 30th, 2022, in observance of Memorial Day. Next commissioner meeting is June 14th, 10:30 here in Jefferson Place. For now, we're going to hit public comments, and Jamie, we'll put you up first here.
Sure, thank you. Just wanted to, for those who don't know, most of you do know, that the judge did rule in favor of the no tolling of the bridges for now until we do further exploration on how the process did come about and what we need to do. So we felt our voices were heard. We felt like the entire committee, the group, we've been meeting every other week for a long time. And there's a rally on Harrisburg Capitol in June to continue the voices going about against this and other resolutions that they need to find to be favor of correcting the bridges, but not with the tolling. So we feel pretty confident that what we did worked, and they listened, and the procedural process was not legal from what we understand. So, we've been updating you on that. I know Alice has been on it. So just wanted to keep you up on that, and as it proceeds, I'll keep telling you where we're at. So for now, no tolls.
Okay, thank you. Tracy, we'll put the floor to you next, if you would.
Thank you. I just want to make mention that on June the 10th, between 8 and 11 a.m., we're going to be conducting a full-scale exercise at the courthouse to test some internal plans and response to certain scenarios that would unlikely cause disruption for county services. So during that time period, we're asking the public to basically to work with us, and we're going to try to restrict any kind of public from being in the building during that time. But then after the exercise is over with, of course, then the courthouse will be open to the public again. It's important that we do some testing on some of our preparedness plans to make sure that they're working correctly in the event of some unlikely scenarios that would occur. So,
What's the time it's going to be closed?
between normal start time of 8:30 to 11 a.m. Everything will be completed by 11. It may be a little sooner than that, but 11 a.m. is the final time. There will be some outside agencies participating with us in this, but it's mostly for internal to make sure that, you know, our plans are gonna work for certain scenarios, so. I can't really give out what the scenario is just yet, we're still working on that, but, it'll mostly entail law enforcement, the sheriff's office, the staff of the building and so forth.
All right. Thank you, Tracy.
Would it be safe to say that this is to enhance safety and security?
Absolutely. Thank you. Sometimes I get lost for words. Which is hard to believe, I know.
All right, thank you, Tracy. Dave Raines, your, please.
The BA, we're gonna start holding office hours once a month in Brockway and in Punxsutawney. The days will be Brockway on the second Thursday of every month, and the hours will be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the American Legion. In Punxsutawney, it will be the second Friday of every month, so that it doesn't interfere with the current Legion VSOs that are coming from Erie or Pittsburgh on the fourth Friday of the month. Our hours there will also be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the VFW. Now, if it's a success, if it seems that we need more days per month, then we'll consider adding additional days to match the current day of the week. So if it's in Punxsutawney, we could add another Friday of every month, or in Brockway, we could add another Thursday. We're trying to help ease the burden as much as possible, and really as much as in our power to do so, with driving and getting rides and gas prices and everything else. It'll be easier and much more conducive to a lot of veterans' wallets who are already hurting for me to go there, to be in a central location, so they drive 2 or 3 miles to get to an appointment instead of an hour trying to get to Brookville. We've also entered into talks with the Military Share Food Program. Military Share works in conjunction with the second Harvest Food Bank out of Erie. It's a food drive that is solely for veterans or current serving service members, and there are no income guidelines. I really anticipate starting off quarterly with these events, and so does our current director for our new region that we're in here. And you and I, the commissioners and I, we've all discussed the possibilities of some different venues in the county that could handle this. It's going to be a drive-up service, most likely in some places. We may have to make it so that you register in advance so we know how much food to be there. We'll have boxes filled by volunteers on site. You drive up, give us your name. We can load your car with what we have for you. And I know before, when we were interfering with or trying to horn in on their food bank program, and we're not. I mean, we're just trying to help where we can and how we can. And sure, there's going to be some overlap in clientele, but there are going to be even more people reached who are in need. These people were strictly going to be veterans that we reached through this food program. Now, just a note for the current state of affairs, we are in transition to moving downstairs. So in what little time I have between appointments, phone calls, and emails, I'm trying to move the office. As far as miles driven this year, I'm over 3,100 miles driven this year so far for appointments in-house. I average 125 voicemails a week, almost 2,300 year to date. Phone calls made, missed, or received. I've exceeded 6,000 last week for the year. And in-person appointments, as of close of business yesterday, I was at 445 people that I've actually sat with. We're currently averaging 5+ appointments a day, 25+ appointments a week. So if you are calling and you're leaving a voicemail or I'm not answering the phone, know that I'm sitting with a veteran or their family, and I absolutely will not answer the phone out of respect for the person or persons that are sitting in front of me. Will not answer the phone. And it's not me being rude. To me, it's rude to answer the phone when I'm sitting with someone across the desk from me. Now, some appointments, as I had said before, with my mileage that I've had this year, year to date, I have to drive to because the veteran or their family cannot drive. And the only way that they're going to get the assistance or the benefit that they're seeking and or deserve is if I go to them. Yes, it takes a little bit of time. Yes, it gets me out of the office. But the people whose houses that I'm going to, they can't get the benefit any other way. And they absolutely appreciate the fact that I'm sitting there with them, and I'm willing to do that for just about anybody. Now, that said, email is a whole lot easier to get in contact with me. I can write between appointments because it's a whole lot easier for me to write for 2 minutes between appointments than it is to take a potential 25-minute phone call. We can interact back and forth through email a whole lot easier. So I just ask that everyone please be patient. Everyone's feeling the current socioeconomic crisis. They're feeling the impact of it that we have. And when I'm sitting with you, you have my full attention. And my intention is solely to help you however I can within reason, bound by the scope of my office. So the only other thing that I have is to wish everyone a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. And to keep in mind what we are memorializing this week and this weekend are those service members that have gone on and died in service to our country before us. That's all I have.
Thank you, Dave. Very, very nice. So, okay, we'll close public comments and we'll open the floor up to the press.
Did you have a collective bargaining agreement with CYS workers before? Was there always that? Even though we had a vendor running it for a while? So was there always a contract for the workers?
Yes, but I'll let you can go ahead and speak on it. Yes.
Yes, short answer to that, Larry. And then what we're seeing here is the new agreement, and that is it's effective January 1st of this year, but it followed a contract that had expired on December 31st. We're living and operating under that agreement.
So all kinds of CYS stuff on it, so are things going now that you have somebody in place that knows how to run it?
Well, CYS is one of those very difficult operations that when they're drawn into the situation, there's a need, there's an issue, there's a concern. So when any of the staff from CYS are called upon to perform their duties, there's a situation that isn't the way possibly that it should be. So it's a difficult job every day of the week for that staff. I can tell you, to answer your question, Larry, that we're very pleased with the new administrator and the entire staff. There is a great team there. She's fitting quite well into the role. She's active and involved, working with the staff and the other interested parties. I had the good fortune to attend a meeting 2 weeks ago. This is, for example, attended a meeting with her at the Brookville High School with other school districts. And it was a great opportunity from the school level to bring issues and concerns, and also from the CYS perspective to share what's going on in some of the initiatives. So that's an ongoing process. Carrot is committed to growing and evolving that. She has some great concepts on how to foster the relationships, improve upon what's already there. And I would say that communication is key in all regards. Understanding, for example, the schools are an important part of what goes on in CYS as far as what's going on. They see the students on a weekly, daily basis. So it's important for CYS and the schools to work closely together and to communicate. And so one of the things that we have to do is find out where those, I'll call them friction points or gaps exist, and find effective ways to close them. So so far so good, but, miles to go.
And what is CAPS system? Does anybody know? Because I don't know what that stands for. The support services one under 12.
You would ask me.
I know. I'm asking because I don't know.
Yeah, and that was something we were just dealing with last week. And if you asked me that 10 minutes from now, I'll probably have worked.
Well, that's all right.
Let me get you an answer after.
You can have it.
I think I could answer that. That's the computer system that's been up there for years.
Oh.
That they, that's directed by the state. So that's where all the information that they put into that CAP system, the computer, it goes to the state. So,
I don't
and I don't know what CAPS means. but
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It's a child account, I think it's in 13.
We'll figure it out here.
Yeah, I don't know the actual.
Yeah, I think it's in 13.
Child accounting and profile system?
Correct.
That's correct.
No, there it is.
Thank you. Do we have the Stello
Thank you.
plans at all? What they're planning to do, and onto their building where they, their warehouse or their plant where they make their stuff, food, Rosie's Ringers, Stella's Foods.
The money, I believe, is being used to upgrade infrastructure in the building. That's what the,
Because they have two buildings.
roof,
Ben knows that, he knows they have two buildings.
roofing on it. From what the quote I got,
Which building is it, Jamie?
oh,
That's what you're asking, right?
Yeah. Is it the plant or the very small plant building on Pine Street or the warehouse?
it is on 373 Mullen Road. No.
Hello.
Wow. Where's that?
I apologize for that. I don't know. I'll get back to you later on. They've changed their mind several times on it, so.
So I don't have anything else.
So just to confirm then, that the county that brought that court case about, they're part of the No Tolling Coalition that you've been going to meetings with?
Oh, my, we
Yeah.
actually joined with them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lafayette, that's how the entire process got started. was
Okay.
With the, that county, and then they all joined in to get all of us together on one.
But the county's not part of that.
Yeah.
No, we're not part of it.
Yeah.
County.
Yes.
No, she's been going to the
I've been
meetings
going to the meetings.
with the No Tolling Coalition. I just didn't know if the county, because all the information that's come out about the court ruling just uses the county name, it doesn't mention the coalition. So I wasn't sure if that was,
The county's not a part of
Yeah,
it.
we're not.
yeah,
We're just part of the coalition.
Yeah.
We're not part of the suit.
no, yeah.
But we supported their suit. Only as a coalition.
Yeah,
Is that clear?
All right. This is all perfectly clear, I guess. I'm also interested in the bridge tolling, so just
Okay,
for the record.
okay.
I think I maybe worded my question poorly
Yeah.
too, so that was my fault.
I've been going to the meetings and we've been supporting the initial county that put in the lawsuit. We have not been
Yeah.
filing ourselves.
No, I was asking if the
I
county
can't remember.
in the suit, Cumberland County,
Right.
was part of the coalition.
Oh,
So,
yes.
and then, yeah, right. I know that Jefferson County isn't in the lawsuit.
But I think there are some other municipalities besides Cumberland County, yeah, in this,
Yeah. Oh, really?
I believe so. There are, I don't think it's just Cumberland County, is it?
I don't know. All the documents have only listed Cumberland County, so I wasn't sure how related to the coalition it was, or if it was just that it happened to.
They had the initial and then they got hold of everybody else that had potential problem to have a bridge tolling. We were praying Jefferson
Yeah.
and several others, nine bridges total, and all got together to support them, but we have no money or
Yeah.
any sign. Just there.
Okay.
Be interesting headline.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, we'll be looking at that one.
That's for sure.
I am just a member of the committee.
Yeah.
Jamie said.
We won't say Ben at all.
Any other questions?
Leave your name
Yeah,
out of it.
do you have any hard opening dates yet for any of the projects around, the truck stop, the O'Reillys, any of them? Okay. And then
Not disclosed.
Okay, that's fine. And then did you guys have any comments that you wanted to make related to the tolling being halted?
I think to say we're grateful that that's happened. You know, we've all shared our concerns and thoughts over that. So, yeah, we're grateful that somebody's paying enough attention to stop it and look into it a little better.
Think that that come back again, that this is just a temporary halt to it? I know we were all hoping that it doesn't, but
So,
based
I mean,
on whatever you
I
know
guess
now.
it's a guess, but we would,
They have to do more due diligence, is what, so they haven't finalized it, but they have given them more due diligence in regard to it.
It's not over.
Yeah.
That's what you're asking.
That's what I'm asking, is it
I think the judge filed an injunction actually to stop the process
Yeah.
until, like Jamie said, more due diligence effort is taking place, but it's.
Yeah, I doubt the parties are gonna walk away from the table right now and say, oh, I guess that's over.
Well, they've already hired contractors and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is, I think it's, the next step in what's going to be the extended process. So I think for those of us who are opposed to the toll, that we need to maintain our awareness and stay vigilant.
I don't think I have any more questions, so I think that covers all mine.
I have found downstairs, when their office is gonna be moving down there into the new county office area.
well, so Veterans Office is working to get theirs set up. The treasurer's been doing the same thing. So I don't know that there's a hard deadline on it or anything like that, but it's gonna happen.
See stuff down there, so. Are those the only two offices that'll be down there then? Is there another public office?
No public. IT will be down there.
I've seen that. I've seen the other IT office. It's interesting. To say the least.
It looks like every IT office.
Looks like everyone.
Okay, if that is all, I will look for a motion. Meeting be adjourned. You call for vote, please, Barb.
Mr. Bowles?
Yes.
Mr. Moore? Mr. Fletcher?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Larry, to qualify, it says it would be the warehouse and office building located 551 East Monroe Street.